Welcome to Sensual Secrets, where we talk about how you can live in pleasure by embracing your feminine energy, finding and nurturing a deeply loving relationship, and growing into the best version of yourself. My name is Lieke Seles, and I will be your host, guiding you on this intimate journey of self-discovery. I hope you really enjoy, and please subscribe. It would mean so much to me. Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to a new episode of Sensual Secrets. Today, I want to talk about sensuality and boundaries. Living in sensuality doesn't mean that you have to be open to share this energy with just everybody. Often, others can interpret this in a different way. And I think it's even more important to feel confident and comfortable to state your boundaries if you want to feel open to live in pleasure and play. It most certainly does not mean that you are just up for grabs. To state your boundaries confidently, you need to have clarity for yourself on what you want and what you don't want. This isn't a black and white division in logical and labeled categories. This can vary in specific situations and depend on minor details and on the people you're interacting with. I think the most important way to figure out your boundaries and the biggest tool you can add to your toolbox to help you with getting clear on your boundaries is to connect with your body and to start listening to its signals. What feels right to you? What feels wrong to you personally? What feels good or bad? What feels in harmony or in disharmony? What gives you good vibes or what specifically gives you bad vibes? When you start to connect with your body wisdom and follow your intuition, you start to attune to the energy around you and pick up the electromagnetic waves or frequencies that are being sent out by everything and everyone around you. For example, a gazelle doesn't go up to a lion to ask if they can be friends. It senses from miles away that it's just not a match, and she needs to stay far, far away from that predator. Us humans have lost touch with those instincts, and we follow way too many social rules or obligations to try and make things work that just aren't right for us. This doesn't mean that when something isn't right for me, that therefore it can't be right for you. Quite the opposite is true. And that is exactly what creates such beautiful differences and diversity in our world. And so, when you're in tune with your body and what feels good or bad to you, that is all you need to know and act upon. You don't need a super long explanation or you don't need to make up any excuses. You can just find a way to respectfully communicate your needs, your wishes, your desires to others around you based upon your feeling. For example, I was at a party with friends and I love cuddling and connecting with my friends. But that doesn't mean that I have to treat everybody the same way. If I feel safe and comfortable to sit with one friend closely in my personal space, that doesn't mean that I have to allow just everybody in my personal space or that I feel safe and comfortable doing that with everyone around me. And it's my own responsibility to honor what feels good and bad to me and share that with others. It is up to me to speak up for myself if someone crosses my boundaries and to make sure that I feel good and safe again. Obviously, you also want to be surrounded by people who respect your boundaries or needs when you communicate them. If not, if there's no respect, or if people just walk all over you, that is a massive red flag for letting someone close into your environment, into your life, giving them access to you. Because what you see a lot in society today or in our close friend groups is that people guilt trip each other only to suffice selfish needs. You can never really create a true win-win situation when one party is being manipulated into the situation by using guilt. Both parties lose. One person just isn't living in alignment with themselves, isn't their authentic self, and the other is just losing true friendship and respect. By pushing the other into doing something, you might feel like you're gaining a momentarily victory, but in the long run, resentment will build up. And I think it's even comparable to people or scenarios in which you lead by fear. You get what you want, but eventually you end up alone. You've lost all connection, you've lost all love. There's no true inspiration there. There's no true basis or foundation of a friendship. And so the more you start acting based upon your feeling, the more you build a trusting relationship with yourself. And that is what you need to feel safe. The more you do this, the more proof you gather for yourself that you've got your own back, that you make sure that you respect your own needs, your own boundaries, and you honor your own feelings. That is what empowers you, and it gives you more and more strength to live as your authentic self, to shine in your feminine, no longer dimming your light or playing small, but really sharing all of your magnificent glory with the world, while you feel completely safe within yourself to connect openly with others. And I'll leave it at that. Have a beautiful day.